I'm doing Sketch a Day May. Where's the sign? I'm doing Sketch a Day May. Every day in May, I'm doing a live stream sketch, a draw with me. But draw with me May, it doesn't rhyme as much. So this is yesterday's sketches. I am trying to see how to, here we go. I think I can get on. Okay, yeah, won't let CMonsterYK log in and watch the live from a different device. I'm just trying to get it. I can't see the chat because of the way the camera is. It's up there. I can't see the chat while I'm drawing, so I try to log in on another device so I can see the chat. Okay. So I had an idea for what to draw earlier today, but I totally forgot. I was just talking about a raccoon. So let's do that. Raccoons are cute. There's two different kinds of raccoons that I don't know. In Japan, they have a certain kind of raccoon, which they now call, or they've always called, I don't know, like a Tagsugi. If you know what the name of the Japan... Okay, let's get drawing. Let's get drawing. Okay. Need a little bit more paper here. I draw on a felt mat. Gives you a little bit more like give with the pencil, so you can push harder, or with felt tip markers, they won't damage the marker as much. So I do really like to draw. Let's get this raccoon. Let's just go for it. All right. This will be the head, and this will be the body. He's going to be like kind of sitting off to the side. Raccoon's necks. Okay, his arms. And then I'm always back legs on animals. They mess me up, man. But let's... Okay, I'm getting better. Let's have him be like... Have his leg like out. Nah, let's do normal. Have his leg back. And then the little part that comes forward. And that'll be his paw. And we'll do his tail sort of like lazily coming off the side. Can you see? Yeah. So this will be the tail. Okay. And now raccoon's ears. Here, now that we got it, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. Let me get a piece of paper down so I don't smudge. There we are. I got a little twisted, but that's okay. I can twist the paper, untwist it later. All right, back to the raccoon's face. So I know they have like, their noses are pretty low. Little nose, little button nose. They have like very human features. I think that's probably why we like raccoons so much. They look... so I'm doing a sketch every day in May. I don't plan what I'm going to do. I just kind of come down and do a sketch. And today I'm doing a raccoon. And that's where I am. I've been sketching every day in May. I'm going to use them, the ones that I like, for some projects. It'll be nice to have like, you know, stuff already sketched. It's hard. It's always good to get practice, and it's hard to make time for it. I really like daily challenges. I did, let's get his like bandit mask. I'll just kind of get that down so I don't forget it. I did Inktober for the last couple of years, and I really like that. It's where you ink a drawing every day. And for that one, you have to do sketches or have sketches ready or ink somebody else's drawing. Or a lot of people can just ink straight from the mouth of the pen. I cannot do that. So I figured I'd get better at sketching. Always nice to have an excuse to draw, and fun to meet new people. I've been enjoying streaming. I've only live streamed once before May, And since then, and now I've done it every day. I really find like when I'm nervous about something or I feel like I'm not good at something, I like to do it every day for a while because like you'll know if you're really bad at it then. Like you can't hide from yourself then. So it's nice. Okay, let's get the eyes down. I feel like raccoon's eyes are just, they're like beady. One time, I was sleeping at my parents' house. I don't know why he looks so weird. There we go. So there's something wrong. I think he looks too much like a dog. Kind of looks like a Scotty or something. So I think it's his nose. Let's pinch it up a little. His eyes are a little sad. I'm just gonna kind of erase them a little bit to see where they go. And I've been noticing his ears a little uneven, so I'm just gonna come in and fix that while I'm at it. Okay. I was sleeping in my parents' house, and when I woke up, there was raccoon footprints all over my room, the room I was staying in. And apparently a raccoon had like broken in the middle of the night. Looking back on it, I probably should have gotten a rabies shot. Why does he keep being so sad? There's something wrong here. I'm going to take the ears off and see if that's the problem, because this just is not looking like a raccoon to me. So let's try again. That is a little bit better. And then I'm also think it might be, all right, we're just doing it. We're going for it. A redo on the face. Okay, we're going to do a wider face to start. I think that might be part of it. And then it kind of like comes down like that. If anyone has suggestions for what to draw next, let me know. Thank you, a tanuki. There's a Japanese animal that we call a raccoon sometimes. It's actually a tanuki. Who's it? Yeah, the tanuki suit from Mario. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You turn into a little stone character, a little stone Mario. Yeah, tanukis are magic in Japanese folklore. Gosh, I do not know what's going on. This raccoon keeps looking like a dog. Maybe I'm drawing a tanuki. It might be time to try something else. Okay, this is starting to look right. Okay, I'm feeling better. It was looking, I didn't know what I was doing wrong. I was struggling. It's all right. That's what sketches are for, to struggle. I mean, not specifically, but sort of. Like, it's just a sketch. Don't be precious with it. It's not meant for that. It's meant to be used up. Okay. And then, like, raccoons are just, they're like, what's the other animal? They kind of have like arm warmers or like 3/4 length sleeve, like fur sleeves. And then they have like their little hands come out the bottom. And they have hands. I don't know if anyone's seen raccoons before, but they have like just straight up hands. The reason the raccoon broke into my mom's house is because she would feed the raccoons. And so there would be raccoons that would come to the door, the sliding glass door, and you would look out and they would be like, they didn't knock on the door, but it was like close. And you could see their little hands going, them using their hands there. Who did? Hmm. Yeah, lemurs also have ringtails. I don't think their back feet do it also. Their feet, because they have hands. They don't have back feet like most animals. They just have feet. Okay, it's come together. I don't feel terrible about this anymore. I don't feel embarrassed. A little embarrassed. What are you going to do? I really feel like it's the eye. There's something off about the eyes. And I don't know what it is. Obviously, if I knew what it was. Oh, sorry. If I knew what it was, I might be able to fix it. This happens to me sometimes where I'm doing a drawing and I don't know why it looks weird. And then I come back to it the next day and I'm like, oh my God, it's because of this very obvious thing. What was I thinking? How come I couldn't see it? It's like sometimes they tell you to turn your drawing upside down. Let's see. I do want to put a foot there. It's unbalanced. Okay, so I was thinking that this left eye, or his right eye, the one that's on the left now, was a little inside. It looks even more inside upside down. A little like, yeah, a little to the inside. Okay. That's a little bit better. I'm just going to clean him up a little bit and then I'll draw something else. So let me have some tea. I have a big mustache. I have to use a mustache mug. All right. I like this guy. I was thinking about having him like having some sort of trash. I might try that right now. Let's see. So do you know crocodiles will just put sticks on their head? And we don't really know why. They studied to see if it helped them hunt birds, which was like the original theory, but it doesn't. And you would think they would just use whatever stick, but they have really specific preferences. So we kind of think our best guess right now is crocodiles wear hats. It wouldn't be totally out of the ordinary or unheard of in the animal kingdom. There was another, there was a science experiment where they were studying a type of bird, and the bird was generally just black. And the scientists were like, oh, we're going to put bands on them so we can track their movements better. You know, just like the little on the bird's leg, it has like the little band that's like this and it has the number on it. This would be the leg part. Well, these bands were bright red or blue or other colors because the scientists wanted to be able to see which birds that they were tracking from a distance and easily find the bands. And it makes their job a lot easier. Well, it turned out that the birds with the tracking bands had like so many more girlfriends. They had only done males, and they had so many more girlfriends than every other bird in the group. And they realized that it was just wearing jewelry is really sexy to those types of birds. And all right, we'll do a cartoon version. Can you see? Is this a good spot? Yeah. Pardon me. Oh. I folded the wrong side. Okay. So the cartoon version, I don't know how it's going to look because we've had such a struggle with the raccoon today. We're going to go very cartoony on this guy. The bands. We'll figure out the hands in a second. Do the ears. Well, no. There we go. Make them fuzzy. Make them have like whatever the side whisker is, where your face does that thing. For the nose again, I really struggled with that today, so I think we're just going to do like this line, big old nose, mouth, kind of make it triangle-y. All right, we'll do the bandit's mask. We'll have his eyes be white because the bandit's mask, and it's just easier for right now. It's a cartoon and it's a sketch. We're not trying to get crazy. I drew his shoulders a little high, so let's keep them a little high. And we can reference the fact that I had such a struggle with the regular one today. We'll just have him given a shrug. Oh, shrugging. To make sure he's an animal that can talk, right? The rules are he's got to be wearing clothes. That's the rules for Disney. You can have dogs that are dogs and act like regular dogs in the real world, but you can also have dogs that act like humans basically do. And the difference is if it's wearing clothes, if they're wearing clothes or not. He's like, sorry, Hoss. Who knows? Not my job. I'm not my brother's banana peel keeper. All right. Give a little shading. Just make sure this looks like it's behind the rest. We'll thicken up this line. That does the same thing. Just makes it so it's in front. I sometimes, depending on the drawing or the style I'm going for, like to thicken the entire outline. And I think today that would be good. You'll see some cartoon drawings will have pretty good line variation on all parts, and some will have really thick outer outlines. Outer outlines, not the inner outlines. It sounds like a joke, but like an inner outline might be the best, right? Where an outer outline is anything that like directly touches the paper, the air. All right. Percy over here, Percy the raccoon. He's like, "What did you do?" And I'm like, I didn't do it on purpose." All right. One more cartoon animal and then I'm really got to go. But I'm feeling drawy. I draw Stella and Steffi, who are my real life stuffies. So I draw them every day. Why don't they say, we can have them say hi. Ooh, I'm really drawing, really, there's something going on. Look how thick I drew. Is this on? Yeah. So I almost always draw Stella first. That didn't used to be the case, but it is now. This is Stella. Oh, look at the camera, Stella. There we go. Still no, huh? Sometimes I get stuck with the trunk and the eye get in the way. Got a little mistake. That's Stella. Still on camera? Yeah, move over a little bit. And this is Steffi. I think my camera mount has moved down a little bit, and it's sort of in the way of my head. And it's making it hard to see the page. Ooh, my pencil's running out. Oh my gosh. My lead broke. I worked at a place and there was this woman there, and anytime anyone came in and they were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, this happened, that happened. I didn't mean to be late," she would say, "The cow wouldn't give milk. My dog ran away. There's a bone in my leg." There was something about a cat too. But my favorite was the cow wouldn't give milk and there's a bone in my leg. Like, yeah, man, I don't know if it's the day or what. Feeling a little nervous today. And it is showing. But that's okay. That's Stella and Steffi. They are little stuffies. They have no hands and they're elephants. Stella and Steffi, they're sisters. All right, that's me for today. I made it through. A little bit of a struggle, which has not been the norm, but that's okay. Who knows what was going on? Who knows, right? Gosh, I remember I named him Percy, I said. Oh, short for Percival, I guess. Right, Percival? He still doesn't know. Gosh, this guy is, yeah. Is that how you spell Percy? I should have went with Percival. Is that how you spell your name, Percival? Well, you don't even know that? All right. Thank you so much for stopping in. I'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully the sketches will be better. Or not. Who knows? I'll show you yesterday's sketch. It was really fun. If you're still here. This is yesterday's sketch. I did a Bahama llama. And I also did a goat. A goat with a bow. Eating a can. Actually, I really like this one a lot. Yeah. So they're not always weird. Or I'm not always weird. Yeah, thanks so much for coming. See you next time. Bye.